When we imagine the first human footsteps on Mars, we often think about the essentials: air to breathe and water to drink. These are, without a doubt, critical for survival. However, there is a more fundamental resource that underpins our ability to secure all others: energy. Without a steady and abundant supply of power, a Martian colony is simply a collection of inert equipment waiting for the inevitable. Energy is the lifeblood that will run the life support systems, purify water from ice deposits, grow food in hydroponic farms, and keep colonists warm against the brutal Martian cold. It is the master key that unlocks every other resource we will need to not just survive, but truly live on a new world. Consider the hierarchy of needs for a Martian pioneer. Water might seem paramount, but how do we get it? We will need powerful drills to reach subterranean ice, and then sophisticated machines to melt and purify that ice into potable water. Breathing is non-negotiable, but the Martian atmosphere is 95% carbon dioxide. We will need an energy-intensive process, like the one demonstrated by the MOXIE experiment, to split those CO2 molecules and produce breathable oxygen. Every single action, from charging a rover to powering a habitat's lights, requires a constant flow of electricity. Therefore, solving the energy problem is the very first step toward establishing a permanent human presence on Mars. This makes the challenge of generating power far more complex than it is for the robotic explorers we have sent so far. Probes like InSight and rovers like Perseverance can get by on solar panels, hibernating when power is low. But humans cannot hibernate. A human colony is a small, bustling city that never sleeps, with industrial processes running around the clock. The energy demands will be orders of magnitude greater than anything we have ever needed off Earth. We are not just powering a few scientific instruments. We are powering a civilization in miniature, complete with homes, workshops, and laboratories. Securing this power is the foundational challenge of our interplanetary future. Ultimately, the quest for energy on Mars is the quest for autonomy. A colony that depends on constant resupply missions from Earth for its power is not a true settlement. It is a remote outpost, perpetually vulnerable and incredibly expensive to maintain. To build a lasting foothold, colonists must be able to generate their own power using the resources available to them on the Red Planet. This is the difference between being a visitor and becoming a resident of a new world. The entire architecture of a Martian base, its location, its size, and its capabilities will be dictated by how successfully we can solve this single monumental engineering puzzle. The most obvious source of energy on any planet in our inner solar system is the sun. Solar panels have been the workhorse for our robotic missions for decades, and they will certainly play a role in a human colony. They are relatively simple, reliable, and draw from a free and ever-present source. During a clear Martian day, arrays of photovoltaic cells could generate a significant amount of electricity to power daily operations and charge batteries for the night ahead. This technology is well understood and would be one of the first systems deployed to get an initial base up and running. It is the low-hanging fruit of Martian energy production. However, relying solely on solar power on Mars is a precarious strategy. The planet's day, or sol, is about 40 minutes longer than Earth's, meaning colonists must endure a long, cold night without any solar generation. More menacing are the legendary Martian dust storms. These are not brief, localized events. They can grow to encompass the entire planet and last for weeks or even months at a time. During these storms, a thick haze of fine red dust chokes the atmosphere, blocking sunlight and rendering solar panels nearly useless. Furthermore, this dust settles on the panels, and without wind or rain to clean them, they quickly lose efficiency, as seen when NASA's InSight lander mission ended after its panels were coated in dust. Fortunately, Mars offers other potential energy sources hidden beneath its rusty surface. The planet is not geologically dead. It retains internal heat from its formation. NASA's InSight mission provided us with the first direct measurements of this heat flow. Its probe found that the Martian subsurface radiates heat, albeit at a much lower rate than Earth, roughly 4 times less. While this may not sound like much, it confirms that geothermal energy is a real possibility. The key will be finding locations where this subterranean heat is concentrated closer to the surface, making it easier to access and harness for power generation. The most promising locations for tapping into this geothermal potential are areas with a history of recent volcanic activity. Regions like Cerberus fossae show evidence of volcanic eruptions and the potential presence of subsurface water in the not-so-distant past. The confluence of underground heat and water is the perfect recipe for geothermal power. By drilling into these geological hotspots, colonists could potentially pump water down, have it heated by the planet's internal warmth, and use the resulting steam to drive turbines and generate a constant, reliable supply of electricity, completely independent of the weather or time of day. While the Martian atmosphere is incredibly thin, less than 1% the density of Earth's, it is not static. Mars experiences weather, and with that comes wind. In certain locations, particularly at higher altitudes or within canyons where air is funneled, these winds can be surprisingly consistent and strong. This presents another opportunity for generating power that doesn't rely on sunlight. While a conventional wind turbine from Earth would struggle to spin in the thin air, we can engineer new solutions specifically for the Martian environment. The concept of ultraturbines has been proposed to overcome this challenge. These specialized turbines would be unlike anything we use on Earth. To compensate for the low atmospheric density, their blades would need to be enormous, yet incredibly lightweight. Imagine vast, feather-light structures, perhaps made from advanced carbon composites, slowly but powerfully rotating in the Martian breeze. Their goal would be to maximize the surface area that captures the kinetic energy of the moving air. By building these giant but delicate turbines, a colony could establish wind farms that provide a supplementary source of power, adding another layer of resilience to their energy grid, especially during long nights when solar panels are offline. Beyond traditional turbines, scientists are exploring even more exotic technologies that could be perfectly suited for Mars. One of the most intriguing is the triboelectric nanogenerator, or TENG. These devices don't use blades at all. Instead, they generate electricity from the static charge created when two different materials rub against each other, the same principle that makes a balloon stick to a wall after you rub it on your hair. A TENG designed for Mars could use the friction of wind-blown dust particles or the simple fluttering of a lightweight film in the breeze to generate a current. This technology could offer significant advantages. The beauty of TENGs lies in their simplicity and low mass. For any mission to Mars, every kilogram of payload is incredibly expensive to launch from Earth. TENGs could be manufactured as lightweight, flexible sheets that are easy to pack and deploy, offering a logistically and economically attractive way to produce power. While a single TENG might not generate much electricity, vast arrays of them could be laid out across the landscape, passively harvesting the energy of the Martian wind. This innovative approach could provide a crucial, decentralized power source for a growing human settlement. To build a truly self-sustaining colony, settlers will need to master what is known as in-situ resource utilization, or ISRU. This is a simple but revolutionary idea, living off the land. Instead of shipping everything from Earth, colonists will use local Martian materials to produce what they need. This includes manufacturing breathable air and water from atmospheric carbon dioxide and subsurface ice, and, most critically, producing rocket fuel for the return journey to Earth. These industrial-scale processes are immensely energy-intensive. Creating enough methane fuel and liquid oxygen for a single Starship launch requires a staggering amount of power over many months. This immense energy demand for ISRU and for sustaining a human population highlights the shortcomings of renewable sources alone. While solar, wind, and geothermal will be vital components of a diversified energy grid, they are unlikely to provide the sheer amount of continuous, high-output power needed for heavy industry. A factory producing rocket fuel cannot simply shut down because of a dust storm or a calm day. For a colony to thrive and become a launchpad for further exploration, it needs a baseload power source that is unwavering, powerful, and completely independent of Martian weather conditions. This is where nuclear fission becomes not just an option, but a near necessity. A small compact nuclear reactor is currently the only technology we have that can provide the megawatts of continuous power a Martian colony will require. It can run 24 hours a sol, 365 sols a year, regardless of dust storms, long nights, or calm winds. A single reactor could power the life support for an entire habitat, run the ISRU fuel production plant, and recharge fleets of rovers and equipment. It represents the most robust and reliable foundation upon which a Martian civilization can be built, ensuring its survival and growth. Ultimately, the future of energy on Mars will not be about choosing one perfect solution, but about intelligently combining multiple sources. Solar arrays will be deployed first, providing initial power. Geothermal wells in volcanic regions and vast wind farms with ultralight turbines will add to the grid, creating redundancy. But powering the heavy industry that enables true self-sufficiency and return journeys will almost certainly fall to the reliable, unblinking power of nuclear fission. Forging a new frontier on Mars is one of the greatest challenges humanity has ever faced, and at its core, it is a challenge of energy.